Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Hoopville. This is our very first video where we will be discussing our NBA awards predictions for the seasons. Today is tip-off and let's just get right into it. Alright, so I'll start off with Sixth Man of the Year. I have Tyreke Evans.
Ooh.
Because I think Tyreke Evans, he proved himself again on the Grizzlies this past year.
Yeah.
And signing with the Pacers I think is really good just because it's more of a contender. Yeah. And I think coming off the bench, adding some more scoring and then playing alongside Oladipo, and like he's probably gonna close out games is what I'm thinking because they could score the ball more that way, and I think that's gonna be a really good spot for him. But as a sleeper, I have Dennis Schroeder. I don't know if you can count that as sleeper, but I think he's a starting caliber player on like a mid-level team. Yeah. But now he's a backup on an actual contender, and I think the Thunder are gonna be way better this year.
For me, I got Lou Williams. Lou Williams has been a great bench player in the league for a long time. He's a consistent scorer. A dude can really put the ball in the basket. He knows how to put the ball in the basket with ease, and he does it. He does it a lot. So I have Lou Will. My second option, I'd say, would be Dennis Schroeder. I think he takes the Oklahoma City Thunder to the next level. I think he can really help them out off the bench. You know, give Russ a break, and he might close out games with them. You know, if they decide to go with a small ball lineup.
And then you score because Roberson's not going to do that for them.
Yeah.
All right, who do you got for most improved player?
Most improved player. So this is one of my favorite players in the league, if not my favorite player in the league, Markelle Fultz.
Who it is, yeah.
I've been watching him since he was at high school, since he was in high school at DeMatha, and I followed him when he was at Washington. I just love the way he plays, and it was a big, disappointment, for everybody, all Fultz fans.
Rookie season.
For his rookie season to see, what he went through. But the preseason he looked great in preseason, and I think if he's back to the way he was when he was at Washington, like people are saying he is, I think he's gonna have a great year. His shot looks good. The more he plays, the more he gets better, I feel. So he's my most improved for this year. If it's not Fultz though, my second option would be Brandon Ingram. I think he's going to have a breakout year. He looked great in preseason next to LeBron. Dude's a supreme scorer, and he's young, he's long, reminds me of KD, obviously. But yeah, I think he's going to have a great, improvement year in his third year in the league.
So my most improved is kind of a weird pick, but I'm going with Julius Randle.
Ooh.
I think he's going to do really well on the Pelicans. I hope the lineup is Davis at the center and Randle at the power forward. I think that's just the best way.
Two Kentucky guys.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, last year was a cool experiment with DeMarcus Cousins and AD, but I don't know if their superstar egos clashed at some points. Yeah. But I think Randle can learn a lot from Davis, because Randle's a great rim protector, Davis is a great rim protector, and I think he can flourish really under Davis, even though Davis is only 25. Yeah. But then I also was gonna say D'Angelo Russell, because I think this is just prime for the taking for him to get that when he's in Brooklyn now. They have their own pick this year, finally, and so they have something to start playing for, and they have. Their team is starting to come together with Dinwiddie and all of them. Yeah. So I think that he has an option. And Cedi Osman out there.
Look out for Cedi Osman. He was nice in the summer league and in the preseason.
Yeah. All right. Who do you got for Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year. Okay, I have Quinn Snyder of the Utah Jazz. Here's why. I think the Jazz, if they stay healthy, can get potentially a 4 seed. And Quinn Snyder is a very underrated coach. The Jazz are disciplined. They play great defense. They move the ball on offense. There's a lot to like about the Jazz. Yeah. And when I think about coaches in the West, right, you got Steve Kerr, Mike D'Antoni, Popovich. Those are the three, big name coaches in the West.
Doc Rivers.
God, Doc Rivers washed up. No, he's not. Those three coaches, they've all won the awards in the past. People say Steve Kerr's a bad coach, blah, blah, blah. He's just got talent. That's false. Steve Kerr's a great coach. Yeah. D'Antoni, he's already won it. And now when I look
2 years ago.
2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then when I look at the East,
it's one guy.
Brad Stevens is a great coach.
Dwayne Casey's with the Pistons.
I would have said Nick Nurse with the Raptors, but you can't give Dwayne Casey Coach of the Year for the Raptors 1 year, and then next year give it to Nick Nurse. Yeah. You know what I mean? When they fired Dwayne Casey.
It's not like that's Nick Nurse's team yet. He had 5 months to prepare that team. Yeah. So who's your sleeper pick for Coach of the Year?
Sleeper pick?
Or just their second pick?
I'm gonna go. This might be a little bit of a stretch. I'm gonna go Ty Lue. Here's why.
I can see how you make that case.
People say the Cavs are gonna suck this year because
they're wrong.
Because they don't have LeBron, which might be true. I mean, they might not make noise in the Eastern Conference, but I think they could make the playoffs. They got Kevin Love, they got Tristan, they got veterans. They have a good.
You really just said they have Kevin Love and Tristan.
Okay. Tristan Thompson ain't bad, alright? He sucks. Because he dated Chloe and he cheated on her, right?
He's mediocre.
We don't care about that.
My pick, obvious one, Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens.
He was there last year to get it. This is just gonna be his year. But like, almost you can make the case that it's what's his face, Steve Kerr, where he has so much talent that it's hard to be bad. But I think you almost got to give it to him for last year and this year, because last year's playoffs, like last year's season with Dwayne Casey, they won 60 games or
their first team in the East.
Yes, yeah, they won a crap ton of games, but he makes the most out of so many players. Like Aaron Baines is relevant now.
Oh yeah.
Marcus Smart, he's a dog, but like he's improved every player that comes through. You look at players in the class. Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
You look at where he had IT. IT was an MVP candidate.
30-point
he almost had a max deal.
Yeah.
You know.
Avery Bradley was flourishing under him.
Rozier.
Jay Crowder used to be a beast. And I think that he's a good pick.
All right, for Depoy, obviously, I have Rudy Gobert. That's because I think the Jazz will do well this year. I think last year they did well, under Donovan Mitchell with their go-to guy. But after another year after the first full year with Donovan as their go-to, another year they could really blossom into something great. So I think Rudy Gobert gets Defensive Player of the Year. Other picks I have in mind, we're gonna be Draymond, obviously. If he can stay healthy, have a great year for the Warriors.
Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown. Watch out for Jaylen Brown.
That's a good pick.
If the Celtics will obviously do really well this year, I think. Jaylen Brown will be a big part of that with their, defensive schemes.
I have Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, okay.
Because, spoiler, I don't have him as a top 2 for MVP voting.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I think he can get in there for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He led the league in blocks at one point last year.
Yeah, he alters a lot of shots.
Yeah, he's one of the, maybe the second or best. He's top 3 rim protectors in the league.
Great two-way player.
Yeah, so he's an insane two-way player. But I feel like people are sleeping on Kawhi Leonard. I feel like people forgot who he was. He was on all NBA first teams above KD when he was healthy. This man is locked down LeBron when he was his 3rd year in the league or something.
Around there, yeah.
Youngest Finals MVP. People are forgetting how good this guy is. I think he could, and they'll give him this award because it's like his comeback season.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be locking people down. Who is your Rookie of the Year?
My Rookie of the Year, I love Luka Doncic. I'm a Mavericks fan. I love Luka. I'm so glad they drafted him, but I'm gonna go with DeAndre Ayton. I think Ayton can be like a 18-10 player this year. This year for the Suns. The Suns' bigs aren't very good.
Yeah, I know that.
Most of their scoring comes from their wing players. T.J. Warren, Devin Booker,
my boy.
Yeah, Josh Jackson hopefully can improve his jumper. I think he's a great player. But I think DeAndre can step in right away and take a big load as a rookie.
The reason I wasn't gonna say DeAndre Ayton was I think it's almost like contradicting what you're saying. Is that I don't know if he's gonna get enough touches. He's gonna be there and he's gonna do well, but I don't think he's gonna be 18, maybe 10.
Maybe less.
The center, but it would be stupid if the Suns didn't give enough touches to Josh Jackson this year. Man was averaging 17.5 after the All-Star break last year. Devin Booker just signed that max deal, so you better be getting him his minutes. My pick was Luka Doncic. I think the position he's in is so good. The Mavs. If they all click, you might be able to see him get a 9th seed, which would be bad. I mean, they don't have their pick this year, so they shouldn't really tank. But
Reggie Miller did have them as his 8th seed.
I don't see that.
I don't see it either. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they get an 8th seed.
The Blazers are possibly an 8th seed this year.
It's rough.
But Luka Doncic, he's a playmaker.
6'8". Point guard.
Yeah, depending. I don't know where they're playing.
Backcourt with Dennis Smith Jr.
Well, they're playing power forward, which was an interesting experiment. I will have to say it was kind of fun to watch. But he's going to be averaging, I'd say, 13 points, 7 assists. It depends how much of a playmaking role he has, but around 7 assists, I think. I don't know how many rebounds, just depending on if he's
4
on the block or whatever. But I think like that stat line, and if the Mavs are better than the Suns this year, like significantly, I think he contributes more to his team that way, and it's better for him. All right. So last but not least, we have MVP. I think we have the same MVP.
Okay.
I think so. Let's say our sleepers first.
Okay.
Mine's Giannis.
That's my sleeper pick too, Giannis.
All right. So Giannis, let's just talk about him for a second. I don't think the Bucks. I think the Bucks will be a 4th seed this year, but possibly could be a 5th seed.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll win MVP because we have another guy that's just gonna have an amazing season, going to another team and bringing them. But don't sleep on Giannis for getting a scoring title this year.
Oh yeah.
I think he could average 30 this year.
I mean, he's been shooting threes.
Yeah,
he's been making a couple too. So
I mean, Giannis is just gonna progress like he usually does.
23 years old.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so he's gonna win. I think 2 MVPs in his career.
Maybe more, depends.
Yeah,
you know.
But just there's nothing much to say. Everyone knows, to be honest. Our main pick is
LeBron James. Now, obviously, every single team he's come to in the past through free agency, he's increased their total wins by at least 13, like 14. I saw a stat.
It's at least 14 because the Heat were like 43 and they went to 37.
Yeah, so he's going to take the Lakers, who finished, what, 37-45 last year?
36.
36, yeah. They had 36 wins around there. He's going to increase them,
to 50, I think.
To 50, maybe,
a 50-win team.
Yeah, so, and LeBron, I think LeBron knows that this is a great opportunity for him to win MVP. And in the past, you can give the award to him.
He deserved it last year, in my opinion, yeah.
I think so too, yeah.
But I think a weird thing to consider when voting for MVP is the people around him getting better. So if Brandon Ingram progresses like we think, if Lonzo, if Kuzma, you'd be like, oh, he elevated his team so much this year. Because last year, it was a one-man show.
Yeah.
And it was LeBron versus all.
Yeah. But
this year, most valuable player straight up, if you add him to this team, Lonzo gets better, Kuzma, Ingram, Hart, Mo Wagner or whatever his name is, anyone on that team, if they all get better,
Josh Hart,
you're elevating this team so much that's an MVP additional thing. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Really appreciate it.
Leave a like down below. Comment any suggestions or any opinions you had on our predictions. Hopefully, also let us know what you guys think of the tip-off. Subscribe to the channel for more NBA videos and basketball videos in the future.
Yep, and if you guys got any opinions, leave them down in the comments. You want to check them out. And yeah, thanks for watching.